Hi everyone, thank you for the opportunity to present to you today, and Melissa, thank you for the lovely introduction. So I am Erica, owner at Harmony Home Medical, and we are a medical equipment provider here in San Diego that goes beyond just the equipment and the supply, but comes into the home to help you find the perfect balance of equipment and modifications and the right products for you. So our showroom is definitely a showstopper in town. It's worth stopping by and seeing all the great products we have. And we also do our home consultations to get harmony in your home with our home accessibility and product experts. So today I wanted to talk about medical equipment and home modifications and kind of the basics on both and how combining the two can create optimal outcomes. So for starters, I have a lot of people ask what equipment is covered on my insurance. So a basic cane, walker, basic wheelchair, like the heavier ones, or transport chair are covered. A hospital bed will be covered if you're severely immobile, have tried pillows, and you cannot change position in bed. And then power chairs are covered, and for the ALS diagnosis, that will be covered pretty much all of the time, where the general population has a really high denial rate of about 92%. But so you will get approved for the power chair, the patient lift, and the semi-electric hospital bed when you have the ALS diagnosis. In the bathroom, the coverage is still minimal. They cover a commode, and that's it. So your grab bars, your bath safety seat, or roll and shower chair, all of that stuff will need to come out of pocket. And then oxygen can be covered if you have a very low resting oxygen rate. I believe the number is 82%. So those are some of the things, and I always advocate using your insurance, but there's going to be a lot of gaps where you're going to want to work with a company like Harmony and potentially other funding sources like ALS, Access to Independence. I'll show you that slide. The VA HISA grant and SAH grant, those are amazing for home modifications. We have PEEPS Fund, and then great partners like the ALS Association that recycle so much equipment, and then East County Posse, which also does donations. So sometimes we can get outside funding, and then other times they're out-of-pocket purchases. But you'll want to supplement those products covered by insurance with things like the better mattress for your bed, and the lighter wheelchair, and the roll and shower chair when you really can't, when you have a roll and shower and you really can't be walking into that or stumbling over a tub ledge. So that's what we're here for. There are some ways to save money with medical equipment. A couple neat things are 2-in-1 products. So there are walkers out there, rollators rather, that have the seat and brakes that turn into a transport chair. So you only need to bring one piece of equipment with you when you go out, which is also really handy because it's difficult to fit two things in your trunk. So there's that, and then there's the converting wheelchairs too, where one version of it is the self-propel wheelchair with the big wheels, and the other version is a transport chair. You take off the big wheels and it has small wheels underneath, and you can use that to fit through bathroom doors. So again, combining two pieces of equipment into one saves a little money. And then some of my favorite money-saving things are stuff like reusable bed pads. When you use the disposable ones, you're spending $1 a time basically, and you're just throwing them in the trash and they're going into a landfill. So everybody wins when we use reusable ones, and it's better for the planet, better for the pocketbook, and it's better on the skin. And then lift chairs, those can double as a bed. So if you have your insurance issued bed but it's not hitting all the positions you need, potentially looking at a lift chair to get to the positions you need to help stand out of recline or sit mode or sleep mode can be another product that can help you save money and not buy both. And then buying better products out the gate, ones that are going to last and that are going to do what they say, that's really important too. There is a lot of junk out there on the internet and otherwise, so making sure that you buy something that's quality will make sure you don't buy it again. So those are some basic pointers on saving money. And then when home modification is combined with equipment, then we can get the best outcomes and the most economical solutions. So some products that can replace home modifications for less are the tub cut. It's kind of like a modification and a product together. It cuts out the edge of the tub You can add a door or not to use as a bath still. And then you can get your legs in either on a transfer bench or if you're still stepping into the tub. Then we have the shower buddy that creates a track over the top of the tub. It removes the need to do a roll-in shower. It makes it like as if you had one, because the person can be completely dependent with patient lift, transfer, and then into their shower chair next to the bed, and then into the tub. And then ceiling lifts, ramps, and stair lifts. All of these things can be used to stay in the home, to not have to do construction in the home, but to modify your spaces slightly with these products to get up to the bedroom or bathroom upstairs and not have to do an add-on downstairs, or to do a lifting setup in an existing room rather than having to expand or make a bigger room. We can put it up in the ceiling and save some space. So those are a few ways that you can use product to minimize construction costs. Then modifications that are a must are grab bars, small transition ramps, improved lighting, really easy and inexpensive, widening doorways, can't really get around that when you have a really narrow door, like a 24-inch bathroom door is the one we see the most often. Levered doorknobs and toilet safety frames. Those are all simple fixes that you can install yourself, some of them, and other ones you call us. So bathroom modifications and equipment we went over. I have some pictures in the slides for you to see what those products are. And the ceiling lifts and the bathtub lift, which I'll show you some of those here in person. And then for bedroom safety and transfers, there's a couple different types of patient lifts. There's a sit-to-stand lift and a traditional patient lift. So the sit-to-stand lift allows the person to remain on their feet, feeling more in control during the transition. It's a great product to start out with when you're first starting to need some assistance. And then when you need more assistance, you can go into the full Hoyer patient lift or traditional patient lift, where it's an overhead crane and picks the person up. We rent both of those. Both of those can be rented through, insurance does not cover a sit-to-stand, but they cover the traditional. But all of your equipment through insurance is rental, and we also offer those programs here as rental because your needs may change and you may want to try something before just jumping in and buying it. So those are great transfer devices. And then the height on the bed, while insurance only covers the semi-electric, the full electric hospital bed can be a really big difference maker for your transfers to get to the right height. So instead of it being too high or usually too low and it's difficult to stand up, the full electric bed will get you up to the optimal height to transfer with minimal assistance. So that's some bedroom safety things, and then add those bed rails, floor to ceiling poles can also assist with those transfers. Some low-cost alternatives to bathroom remodeling was the tub cut that I mentioned, and then there's also something called the shower bay, which you can see in the slide. That is a freestanding portable shower. It connects to any sink within 30 feet, so it'll pump hot and cold water into your shower. It'll pump the water out, and you can shower just like in a regular shower. It's about a 4-foot wall, so a caregiver can reach over and assist with the showering, and it has a ramp, so you could use a rolling shower chair to bring someone from a full assist transfer of a lift into the chair and then roll up into the shower. So when that isn't gonna cut it, or you wanna do something more, I shouldn't say extravagant, just easy to use. I mean, the optimal setup is to have that roll and shower situation where you remodel the bathroom, take out that tub, put a zero transition shower in. And we have options for that are retrofit. So we could help save some money with just doing the shower area versus the whole bathroom. But if you choose to go tile on the floor, then a lot of times you need to come out about 4 foot at least from the wall to grade the floor enough to have the water all go the right direction. So that's the ideal situation, to have that roll-in shower. But as I showed you, there's a bunch of other ways to get into the bathtub without having to do the full-blown remodel. And then we also touched on ramps and stair lifts. So I included some pictures of those. They are another way to keep costs down from renovating and using product. Vertical platform lifts are one that a lot of people don't know about. So you're gonna have a big power chair, and maybe you have your bedroom upstairs and you remodeled your bathroom upstairs. That would only be advisable if you were going to have something like a vertical platform lift or elevator to bring you and your power chair upstairs. So a vertical platform lift replaces an elevator. It's a lot less expensive, like half as much of the cost, and can transport a person in a power chair as well as a caregiver, but you will have to see what everyone's weight is to meet the weight capacity. But a lot of times that configuration can work, or the person in the power chair can go up first, exit, and then a caregiver can be up there or then follow up. So that product can go in the home, or it can be installed outside of the house, and we can make a door or gateway into the bedroom, or a patio. We've done one as well. So that's another money saver if you're going to use your second story and you're considering an elevator. Those are really expensive. A vertical platform lift could be the solution that you're looking for. Okay. So one of the products I wanted to show you was this really neat, super light rollator. So a rollator is a walker that has a seat and handbrakes. They're intended to be sat in, more for resting than for long term, but you can sit down when you go out. And when our clients need a rollator, especially if they're going out independently, sometimes the weight of some of them is an issue. So this product just came out, and it is a 12-pound rollator. It's really, really light. So it makes it a lot easier to lift that into the back of your trunk, back seat, whatever it may be. The next closest weight in rollators is 15 pounds. So they really did a great job of getting the weight way, way down. This one's from Standers, and it's called the Let's Go. So the next product that is not super new to the market, but it's good to know about, is the Up Walker. And this is a much bigger rollator. So it's in the same product line, but they have made it so it helps someone who has a lot more balance issues and a little more need for upper body support, that they can get inside the frame and use these platforms to offset some of their upper body weight and walk upright, hence the Up Walker. So it's a great product because it's going to give you that extra level of support that you need so you can continue to walk and not be going to a wheelchair for as long as possible. It is bigger. It does have some neat features. So it has the handbrakes, has a seat that pulls forward. It's well out of your way, so your legs can move freely in there. And then when you go to sit down, you just pull that seat forward, and it gives you a seat there. And then the armrest adjusts up and down with just a push of a button. So when you fold it up and put it in the car, it's pretty easy to go. But it is heavier than a regular rollator. So you can get it down like that and then be on your way. And I believe this one is right around 20 pounds, 19, 20 pounds. Yeah. Okay. And then the last thing, I'll get this guy upright. The last one I wanted to show you is the bath lift. It was in the slides. And I just want to show you what it looks like and how it works. A bath lift is a transfer bench with a motor. So transfer benches sit on one edge of the tub, and you sit down on the outside of the tub and slide in. So these little wings here, they catch the edge of your tub. Any standard size tub, and it's not one. It doesn't have to be like exactly standard. It just can't be a big soaker tub or a circular jetted tub. Most regular tubs it will work in. This catches the edge, so you would sit down here and this would not drop. You would bring your legs over the edge of the tub and sit onto the seat here. So, and then the seat powers up and down, and at the bottom it even reclines back a little bit. And it brings you down into the tub so you actually can take a bath and get in the water. So it's a very nice, it's a low cost product too, considering you're able to use your bathtub still, and might be something that can help you continue to get in the water, which can help with pain and just be comforting. So that's the bath lift. Really very simple. Product's been around a long time, but a lot of people don't know about it. And it'll bring me back up, but it does it a little bit slowly, and it will not let you go down in the water if it doesn't have enough battery to bring you back up. And it has a floating, watertight controller. It cannot electrocute you. I get asked that a lot. It's completely safe. So That's the back lift. And those are just a couple things. We'll do some shots around the store so you can see it. But the best thing is to come in and check it out. Okay, so lastly, I kind of already mentioned the rental programs, rent to own, new and used. These are all ways to make it possible. And reaching out to your community. You have a great community with the ALS Foundation, and there's other services out there like Jewish Family Services. Even Goodwill has some great recycled stuff at times. The senior centers, depending on where you live, do great services and also share product and equipment. So reach out. We're your community. Your neighborhood is your community. ALS is your community. And together we can all make this process a little easier.